Yesterday, something happened at sea that goes far beyond a single ship. It may look like a routine enforcement action, but in reality, it sends a powerful message in an already tense geopolitical standoff. The United States has seized a Russia-linked oil tanker under its sanctions framework. Within hours, Moscow responded sharply, calling the move illegal and warning that it could increase international tensions. So what is this really about? Is it simply law enforcement, or is it another signal in the broader power struggle between Washington and Moscow? Let's break it down clearly and calmly. What happened? According to official statements, U.S. authorities intercepted and later seized an oil tanker connected to Russian commercial networks. Washington argues the vessel was involved in activity that violated existing sanctions. From the U.S. perspective, sanctions are not symbolic. If networks are found bypassing restrictions, enforcement is considered mandatory under U.S. law. In short, the U.S. position is simple. This was a legal action carried out under an established sanctions regime. Russia's response. Moscow strongly rejected that explanation. Russian officials described the seizure as unlawful, a violation of international maritime norms, and a dangerous precedent. They also emphasized concerns about jurisdiction in international waters and called for full legal protections and humane treatment of the crew. For Russia, this was not just about one tanker. It was seen as a political signal, one that suggests pressure is increasing, not easing. How sanctions actually work. Sanctions are economic and legal tools used to restrict financial activity without direct military confrontation. They are widely used in modern geopolitics, especially in energy, banking, and shipping. The U.S. argument is that sanctions only work if violations have consequences. Russia's counter-argument is that applying domestic laws to foreign-linked vessels in international waters undermines global trade norms. This is where law and geopolitics collide. Why oil is never just business. Oil is not only an energy resource, it is economic leverage, political influence, and strategic power. When an oil tanker is seized, markets take notice. Insurers reassess risk. Shipping companies adjust routes. Investors calculate uncertainty. Even a single enforcement action can ripple through global energy markets. The human side of the story. Beyond governments and policies, there are real people involved. The ship's crew included workers from multiple countries, many with no role in political decisions. Geopolitical disputes often affect ordinary individuals first, long before leaders face consequences. Is this escalation? Analysts generally see two interpretations. One, this was straightforward enforcement of existing rules. Two, this was strategic signaling, proof that pressure on Russian-linked energy networks remains strong. Both interpretations can exist at the same time, and that overlap is what makes diplomacy difficult. Why the rest of the world should care? When major powers clash, the effects rarely stay local. Energy markets become volatile, shipping costs rise, trade routes face higher risk. Consumers eventually feel it through prices and availability. Global stability is interconnected. Media narratives versus reality. Different audiences are hearing different stories. In the US, legal authority and sanctions enforcement. In Russia, political provocation and violation of international norms. The reality sits somewhere in between, where law, power, and influence intersect. What could happen next? Experts point to three possible paths. 1. Quiet diplomacy behind closed doors. 2. Legal challenges in international or maritime frameworks. 3. Even tighter monitoring and enforcement of shipping networks. This incident is not an endpoint. It is part of a longer process shaping future U.S.-Russia relations. Final takeaway. This was never just about one tanker. For the United States, it represents enforcement of sanctions. For Russia, it raises concerns about sovereignty and international law. For the world, it is a reminder that global power struggles affect energy, trade, and economic stability everywhere. In today's world, even a single ship can become a symbol of much larger forces at work. Was this simply a legal action, or does it signal a deeper geopolitical shift? Let me know your thoughts respectfully in the comments. And if you value calm, fact-based global analysis, don't forget to subscribe.